I'm 22 years old. I grew up right across the street. I know everybody.
As the guy tries to slap me or punch me, I'm going to use the Second Amendment to defend myself with deadly force.
Stop. Stop.
Welcome to Karen Encounter HQ. Today, we are diving into a three-part compilation of individuals who truly believed their personal feelings, status, or beliefs placed them entirely above the law. But as you're about to see, bodycam footage doesn't care who you think you are. We kick things off with Annabelle, a 22-year-old who gets denied entry to a bar. Instead of just walking away, she attempts to flex her local connections, repeatedly screaming that she knows everyone and lives right across the street. When that fails, she resorts to insults, throwing a temper tantrum that escalates straight into a trespassing arrest. Next, we head to the Fort Lauderdale airport for a truly jaw-dropping display of vigilante entitlement. A woman takes it upon herself to physically attack a family rushing to their gate, pepper-spraying a father because she didn't approve of how he was holding his crying son's hand. Wait until you hear her bizarre constitutional defense inside the squad car. Finally, we look at an arrest in Illinois that serves as a masterclass in how a public meltdown can cost you your freedom. After launching a physically aggressive, politically motivated attack on a couple at a Panera Bread, a woman is completely blindsided when police show up at her home the next day to hit her with felony charges. 3 different situations, but one common denominator: a complete lack of impulse control. Let's roll the tape.
I grew up here. I live right across the street.
I don't care.
I'm going in the bar that I want to go in to see all of my friends.
You're not going in the bar. Security has said I can trespass you. Either leave now or go to jail. It's your choice.
You want a piece of gum?
Do you understand? Yes or no?
For what reason? Give me a reason.
I've already explained it to you.
He's been very nice so far. If you do not leave right now, you're going to go in handcuffs. You're going to go to jail.
Trespassing for what reason? I'm 22 years old. For what reason? For what reason? I'm 22 years old.
So listen, she's being very nice to you.
No, she's not.
So listen, I don't want to see you go to jail tonight.
I live right across the street. Is what's pissing me off. All of my friends are here.
That's irrelevant to the point. I understand that. I get you're frustrated. But right now, I don't want to see you go to jail for trespassing, so please, you gotta walk on.
I don't want to go home. All my friends are here. Like, I'm 22 years old. All my friends are here. I grew up here. I live right across the fucking street.
All right, let's look at the first big mistake Annabelle makes. She keeps repeating 3 things: her age, how long she's lived across the street, and how she grew up in this bar since she was 6. Which, by the way, going to a bar since you were 6 is a weird flex. But okay, legally speaking, none of that matters. The deputy actually drops some straight facts here. A bar is a private business. Even though it's open to the public, it is legally private property. This means the owner, manager, or security team can kick you out or refuse to let you in for almost any reason, or even no reason at all, as long as they aren't discriminating against a protected class like race or religion. When the manager or security says, "You gotta go," you have to go. The second they tell you to leave and you refuse, you are legally trespassing.
I live in Calhoun Drive. What the fuck
The thing you're saying right now, though, is irrelevant to the current situation.
What am I saying that's irrelevant
You're
to the
saying you're
situation?
22, you live here, all this is irrelevant information.
Exactly.
You're not being allowed here right now.
Why am I not being allowed here right now? Because she's a girl cop and she's a bitch? What the fuck am I not being allowed here for?
That's another irrelevant statement that you just made. They want you
So what am I not being allowed here for?
The business doesn't want you.
The business does not want you here.
Why doesn't the business not want me here?
The security has said that they do not want you in their business.
Why?
They don't have to give a reason why. It's private property.
No, I want to know why, because I live right across the street. I'm 22 years old. Why am I not allowed here?
That's information.
What's your name? What's your badge number?
My name is Deputy Shelby Carroll, and we don't have badge numbers.
What's your badge number?
We don't have badge numbers.
Every sheriff, every officer has a badge number.
That's for sure.
Do you even know how a badge number?
Do you see a number on my badge? No.
No?
Correct. So you need to leave. Respectfully, security has told you need to leave. We have told you need to leave.
Why?
We're giving you
But
every
why?
Next up, the classic sovereign citizen light move, demanding badge numbers. Annabelle gets hyper-focused on this. She claims every officer has a badge number. Here's the legal reality. Depending on the police department or sheriff's office, some deputies don't have individual badge numbers stamped on the metal. They might use their last name or an employee ID. But more importantly, Asking for a badge number doesn't pause reality. It's not a video game cheat code. Even if an officer doesn't give you their name right that second, you still have to comply with a lawful order. Arguing about it on the sidewalk just makes you look like you're stalling, which is exactly what the cops told her she was doing.
I'm asking you why.
I'm the manager here.
I'm best friends with so many people that own bars here. I live right across the street. I don't know why I'm not allowed to come in here.
I'll explain to you.
Explain to
When
me.
you came in, the male that you were with, you started arguing.
No, we didn't argue. I asked if I could talk to him.
We are the
He
ones
said
that
no.
make that decision, and we felt that you might have been a threat because of the
Why was
behavior.
I a threat?
So at this point,
Can you go talk to Johnny?
well, I don't know who Johnny is, but
Oh, you don't know Johnny who owes
here's the deal. If you don't leave, we can arrest you for trespassing because I've already asked you to leave. They've asked you to leave.
But why? Why?
I just explained
You
to
need to
you.
No,
understand.
you didn't give me a
need to
very
understand
valid
this.
reason.
Listen.
I'm 22 years
Listen.
old. I grew up right across
Listen.
the street. I know everybody who knows every bar that owns. I know everybody that owns every bar on this
got it.
road.
What's your first name?
I'm not telling you that. I
I'm
would
just
like
trying to be
to
respectful
give.
to address you properly.
I would like to give a valid person my ID that knows my family that will let me in.
It doesn't make a difference who your family is.
Growing up
It
right
will
across the
not.
street, I've seen other.
I know you know everybody. You know everybody that knows everybody. We've already been over that. Right now, you're wasting their time.
I don't care if I'm wasting their time.
Okay.
They were rude to me.
No, they weren't. They're
Yes,
doing
they
their job.
were.
Ma'am, I just should have gone.
No, why am I going to jail?
Put your hands
No, you hand me my phone. What the fuck are you putting me on the ground for? Hand me my
I
cell
gave
phone.
you every opportunity.
No, what the fuck is happening here? You give me my cell phone. I'm calling my mother.
Stop, you're gonna get
I'm
tased.
not going to deal with it.
Stop.
You understand?
Stop fucking touching me.
No. I have to search you.
No.
I have to
Are
search
you recording?
Yes.
Fucking bad.
Now, this is where the situation goes from a bad night to a life-altering mistake. The deputies gave her so many chances to just walk away. They literally begged her to go home. But she stayed, argued, and eventually, the handcuffs came out. When they tried to arrest her, she started yelling, "Stop touching me! Give me my phone!" Legally, once an officer says you're under arrest and puts hands on you, you cannot physically pull away, tense up, or refuse to put your hands behind your back. Doing that adds a brand new charge, resisting arrest. Notice how she goes from being suspected of a minor trespass to getting pinned to the ground and threatened with a taser? That's the legal domino effect. You can beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride. If you think an arrest is unlawful, you fight it in the courtroom with a lawyer, not on the pavement with the deputy.
You're making it way worse on yourself.
What's her badge number?
We don't have badge numbers.
My address her. What's your badge number? Why am I going in a fucking car? Why?
Put your feet in.
Why?
You were given every single chance you possibly could have got to
Because
walk
she
off.
was mean. She was
so that-
mean. I live here and she was mean.
I mean, I gave her way more opportunity.
Yeah, more than
I asked one question to my ex.
So, no, you didn't just ask him one question. You followed him around for 10 minutes.
No, I didn't follow him around for 10 minutes.
You kept grabbing at him. He kept telling you to stop. I watched it happen.
No, I would love to look at the cameras and take it to court if that's the case.
But you're not being charged with domestic battery. You're being charged with refuse to leave a property after being asked by an owner or a manager and resisting.
And I know the people.
So, what happens if Annabelle had behaved differently? According to the deputy, Annabelle was allegedly following her ex-boyfriend around the bar, grabbing at him for 10 minutes. Security deemed her a threat or a nuisance and asked her to leave. If she had behaved differently. 1. At the door. When security said you can't come in. If she had just said, "Understood, I'll go home," she walks across the street to her house. Total legal cost, $0. Total jail time, 0 minutes. 2. With the cops, even after the cops got involved, if she had taken their advice, turned around and walked away, she goes home, sleeps it off, and has nothing but a bruised ego the next morning. Instead, because she stayed and argued, she got hit with 2 criminal charges.
I don't understand why this guy, who doesn't really own the bar, is asking me to leave.
He's the general manager of the property.
He's the general manager. He doesn't know.
So if security says you're not allowed in, you're not allowed in.
I grew up at that bar. I've been to that bar since I was 6 years old.
That has nothing to do with anything. Who you are or how many times you've been at that bar has nothing to do with what happened tonight.
I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not a spring breaker who does some stupid ass shit. A girl who lives here, and I just got broken up with her, and it makes me really upset. Why do I have to go to fucking and stay the night?
I've explained it to you.
Yes, but I don't understand why.
They can't release you because you're intoxicated. You become a liability at that point.
I become a liability
To the people who release you. Because if you're intoxicated, obviously your motor functions aren't correct and your mind is not in the right place, or else we wouldn't be in the position that we're in now. You would have listened and understood when you were told by security, by me, by my partner, and by the general manager that you were not going to be allowed in the business and you need to leave.
I don't understand why is the issue. Even if I were 100% sober, I wouldn't understand. I've had 1 shot and I still don't fucking understand. I'm not allowed in a place of business because I talked to a boy who broke my fucking heart.
Okay, my partner and I both saw you. Okay, we discussed.
Was it 10 minutes?
We discussed if.
Was it 10 minutes?
We discussed if we should say something to you.
Was it 10 minutes?
Okay.
Was it 10 minutes?
Okay.
Exactly. No, it wasn't. It was maybe 3 minutes tops, and you were like, "You're not allowed in." What's your name?
I've told you 3 times
Tell
already.
me again.
Okay, Deputy Carroll.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay, it'll be on your arrest paperwork.
Tell me again.
I have told you my name.
Tell me again. You have the obligation to tell me your name when I ask for it. What is your name?
Do you have a law degree?
Tell me your name.
Okay.
When I ask you what your name is, you have an obligation to tell me what your name is. I'm dyslexic. I don't remember names.
It'll be on your arrest paperwork.
No, I want you to tell me. What is your fucking name? I'm dyslexic. I can't fucking remember. Tell me your name.
Dyslexia doesn't have anything to do with remembering.
It does. It does. And if you don't have it, you don't fucking know.
Let's look at how this actually wrapped up in court. Annabelle ended up pleading no contest to the failure to leave charge. A no contest plea basically means, I'm not admitting guilt, but I accept the punishment because the state has enough evidence to convict me. The judge banned her from her favorite neighborhood bar for a full year. The good news for her is that the prosecutors dismissed the resisting arrest charge, likely because she didn't have a major prior record and it was a messy breakup situation. But she still walked away with a criminal record, court fees, and a whole lot of embarrassment, all for a shot of liquor and a 3-minute conversation with an ex. A takeaway. Pride is expensive. When a private business tells you to leave, just leave. Even if you think it's unfair, even if you know the owner, and even if you live right across the street. Let me know in the comments. Do you think the cops were being too harsh, or did they give her more than enough chances? Drop a comment below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more legal breakdowns. A woman literally pepper sprayed a father who was traveling with his family, claiming she was saving a child from abuse. But instead of being hailed as a hero, she ended up in handcuffs, facing serious criminal charges.
Who?
Officer, look, she's a witness too. She's a witness. That guy's breaking that kid's hand. I did spray him. I did.
Have a seat.
There's another witness right there, a woman.
You're out of line.
Dude, I'm gonna spray you in a minute.
Give me that. You're not spraying anybody.
Go talk to him.
Okay.
He broke his kid's hand.
Okay.
I saw him do it.
All right,
I heard
what
the bone crack.
All right, what happened?
Okay, so the guy says he's the kid's father, right? He's squeezing his son's hand so hard, the boy's going, oh, you're hurting me. I heard the bone crack, and there's a woman there with long black hair. She's a witness to it, too.
Water's not going to help with pepper spray.
Pepper spray in my eye.
Yeah, I know. Just come sit down. Water.
Oh my God! Why would she do that?
We'll call fire rescue now.
Oh my God! Say no. But no, we're trying to get to our gate because we're in a hurry.
Rescue reference pepper spray.
Oh my God! Why would she do that? You okay, puppy? We're just walking. We're rushing to our gate because we don't want to be late. And he's agitated because we're walking. And she's saying that I'm squeezing pudding.
He wasn't him.
Who's she?
The lady that
He sprayed him for no reason.
Okay. And who sprayed that?
The lady. Oh my!
He sprayed him with pepper spray.
You don't know her?
No, I don't.
All right.
We're just trying to get to my plane because we got to go to Puerto Rico. And then she sprayed him.
Their child was crying, and she went up to them and started yelling at them, and then telling them they needed the way he was holding him was unacceptable. The fact that somebody needed to call the cops on them, and then she was agitated. They were just trying to walk, and she pulled out pepper spray and proceeded to pepper spray them.
She's not even my son.
All good.
Oh my God! We're gonna be late.
You'll be good. The air is the best thing for pepper spray. So try to keep your eyes open. Water is going to make it 10 times worse.
Oh my God! Why would she do this?
We're about to miss our flight, but we wanted to tell you what we just saw so we don't miss our flight.
Come over here.
Thank you.
I asked him. She did pepper spray him, but we were walking in. I had noticed also he was squeezing the kid's hand really fucking hard. I had been looking when I was walking too, and I was like, "That's not right." I didn't say anything, but she did, and that's when I stopped because I was like, "Okay, I'm not the only one who noticed that."
All right, so the guy was trying to hand hard, and then what?
He was like pulling the kid who's holding the kid's hand really hard, and I wasn't gonna say anything at first, but then she did, and I was like, "Okay, I'm not the only one who noticed that it was problematic." Like he was really, and the kid was crying very like loud.
Okay, all right, let me see your ID real quick.
Yeah.
What time's your flight?
9:23 minutes.
We have to start boarding.
Yeah.
Okay. You saw pretty much the same thing? Yeah. So he was squeezing a hand.
She started yelling at him, and they started going back and forth, and she pepper sprayed him.
Okay.
I also think they're on the same plane as us.
Them over there? They might not be calling.
Oh, that's good. He gets in trouble. There's nothing. Yeah, that's fun too.
All right, we might be calling you then, okay?
Thank you.
Huh?
There's nothing wrong.
We're rushing to our next. We just got off of our flight from St. Louis. We hear our gate. We hear it. So we're rushing. And he's agitated already because it's been a long trip. And then she just comes out of nowhere, sprays me. I feel something behind me, so I'm thinking it's somebody maybe I know. When I turn, she's just going at it at me. And then bam, she sprays me, saying that I'm hurting him. If she would have came up to me, hey, why is he crying like that? We would have told him. He's agitated. We've been at this since 9 o'clock,
I want to get over there to my flight.
She came out of nowhere, because all I was doing was what I always do with my son when we're in the rush. Hold him and then we rush it.
Yeah, that's what I said. We already have someone playing camera video in here.
We didn't do nothing wrong. We were just trying to get over there. Yeah, look at that. That was not necessary.
If I go anywhere tomorrow or the next day and I see somebody doing that to their kid, I'm going to pepper spray them closer to their eyes and mouth next time. Let me catch somebody doing that again to their kid. Really? Because as soon as wait a minute, oh no, you're lying. First of all, you don't know your own job here. Because as soon as somebody's committing a battery on another person, I got the Second Amendment to cover me. Because at the moment of the battery, an adult has the legal right to use the Second Amendment and protect the child from harm. The Second Amendment is the right to protect yourself and bear arms. It's the right to self-defense and bear arms. Here, let me get my phone out and read it to you. The Second Amendment. Oh, yeah, I know it's a big travesty of justice. But you know something big? deal. Tomorrow when I get out of jail or whatever you're going to do with me, let me catch somebody else doing a battery on a child. I'll do the same thing again. And as soon as the guy tries to slap me or punch me, I'm going to use the Second Amendment to defend myself with deadly force.
Let's look at the legal breakdown of why her vigilante justice completely backfired, and what she should have done instead. When deputies arrived, this woman was totally unbothered. She kept saying, "I did spray him," and claimed she had a legal right to intervene because she thought the father was hurting his son. Witnesses did confirm the little boy was crying and the dad was pulling him by the hand. The dad explained they had been traveling all day from St. Louis. They were rushing to catch a connecting flight to Puerto Rico, and his kid was just exhausted and cranky. Now, the woman legally claimed she was defending a child. In standard American law, you do have the right to use force to defend a third party like a child if they are facing immediate danger. But here is the catch. Your belief that danger exists has to be reasonable. An exhausted kid crying while walking quickly through an airport is normal parenting. It is not child abuse. Because her assumption was completely unreasonable, her legal defense completely falls apart. The suspect also kept screaming about her Second Amendment rights, claiming it gave her the right to protect children, and even use deadly force if the dad fought back. Let's clear this up for the viewers. The Second Amendment has absolutely nothing to do with this. The Second Amendment protects the right to bear arms. It is not a blank check to use pepper spray on civilians in an airport because you don't like how they are holding their kid's hand. Furthermore, you cannot claim self-defense or use deadly force if you are the initial aggressor who started the fight.
I'll break his cap. Good, kick me out.
Get up.
Big deal. Okay, asshole, fat ass, cellulitic, and ugly. Big deal. Thanks. Now I'll get 3 hots in a cot. Oh, and by the way, if that gets to be a court case, the camera's going to show him abusing the kid, and then I'm going to sue you for false arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
As a matter of fact, polygraph the fat ass. And polygraph the kid, and look at the camera, and you'll see a stupid fat ass father abusing his kid.
Spread your feet, ma'am, please. Spread your feet. Spread your
They're
feet.
spread.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks for kicking me, asshole. You know you look like a giant penis?
I get that a lot.
Yeah, you sure do. Bet you lose a lot of girlfriends like that, too, as soon as you stick your foot and kick their ankle. The girl goes, you know what? You're an abusive asshole. Maybe you became a cop just so you could kick women around. Thanks for the 3 hots in the cot. When I get out and see his ass, I'll let me see him in Fort Lauderdale. Because I'll pepper spray his face and his eyes so bad. And as soon as he tries to slap me or punch me, I'll use the Second Amendment and defend my body with deadly force and break his cap.
That's not nice.
Yeah? You know what? It's not nice to abuse a kid, and it's not nice to be a blind, deaf, and dumb cop that don't want to acknowledge abuse on a child and try to say that I did something wrong by protecting a child. And you got a black girl that's a witness that said the same thing I did, and I noticed how you made her disappear.
Check that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm so crazy. I protect children, and I'll do it again. You're so crazy that you don't want to protect kids. You don't give a shit. You told me to mind my own business, is what you told me. I hope you lose sleep over it at night. I won't. You could take me to jail, and I'll never lose sleep over trying to protect a child. Never.
So what would have been the outcome had she handled this differently? Let's look at 2 alternate scenarios. Scenario A, the just ask approach. The father explicitly stated that if she had just asked, "Hey, is everything okay?" they would have happily explained the kid was just exhausted. If she had just talked to them like a normal human being, she would have realized there was no abuse. The family would have made their flight to Puerto Rico, and she would have gone home instead of to jail. Scenario B, the legal way to handle it. If she was truly, deeply concerned that the dad was being too rough, the legal move is simple. Call airport security or the police. If she had flagged down a deputy, the police would have done a quick welfare check on the family. They would have seen a tired kid, given the dad a pass, and everyone would have moved on. By calling the cops, she would have faced 0 legal liability, 0 jail time, and 0 criminal record. Because her actions weren't legally justified, she was hit with 2 major charges. Battery. In Florida, Battery is any intentional, unwanted touching or striking of another person. Spraying someone with a chemical agent like pepper spray absolutely qualifies. Contributing to the delinquency or dependency of a child. Because she launched a chemical attack right in front of and hitting the area of the children involved, she put minors in physical and emotional danger. To make matters worse for her legal defense, she threatened the officers, mocked them, and told them that if she saw the dad again, she'd spray him closer to his eyes and mouth next time. Pro tip for life: never threaten to commit a crime again while you are currently being arrested for that exact crime. Prosecutors will use her lack of remorse and her future threats to ask the judge for the maximum possible sentence. Bottom line, mind your business, or at least use your words before you use your weapons. Vigilante justice based on a bad assumption will get you a one-way ticket to a county jail cell. We're looking at the arrest of a woman following a massive blowout inside a Panera Bread. This wasn't a heat-of-the-moment arrest on the scene. Police showed up at her front door later that day with a warrant already signed. Let's get into exactly what happened, the legal trap she walked right into, and how this entire situation could have been avoided if she had just made one different choice.
You're here to pregnant woman?
No.
Get away from my wife. The hell's your problem? Get away. Get away from me. Go. What's your problem?
What's your problem? What's your problem?
Can you get away from my wife? I'll punch you. Get away from me.
I'm gonna punch you too.
Punch me.
Okay.
What the hell?
Contact with the other individual. 7-4.
Hi, Alexandra.
Hi.
How's it going? I just gotta have a couple of words with you real quick, okay?
Sure.
Okay. So here's the situation. Okay. So yesterday you had an incident in Panera, correct?
Right.
Okay. So due to that, there are charges for battery that are placed against you.
Against me?
Against you. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to place you under arrest for battery. That being said, I will be more than happy to read you Miranda rights now before I do any other further questioning. Are you good with discussing this in front of your husband?
Of course.
Okay, all right. Okay.
You're trying to arrest me?
So, the person that you made contact with yesterday...
Did you know what he did to me?
I watched the video, because there's videos of it, okay?
Right.
There's videos of it, and then we also have video footage of the female manager who had video recording inside the Panera, okay? So, per their manager, and per the video that we watched, okay, it shows you as the initial aggressor, okay?
I didn't do anything. He just stepped in front of me, and I said, well, I don't like what you're wearing.
Okay. So again, we have more than, we'll be going back to the PD, and I will have more than, we'll have a further discussion on it, okay? But if you don't want to speak further, I can read you Miranda rights now. And then we can do it again at the PD. If you don't want to give any further statement on it now, that's fine, but...
Can you say what actually happened or what the video shows?
So the video shows an altercation between your wife and a male party who is in between his wife, who is recording your wife due to her actions that happened at the Panera.
No, her wife was recording me.
Yes.
So I said stop recording because I'm talking to him. I didn't attack her. I didn't have I didn't see her.
Did you attempt to grab the phone?
Yes.
Okay. So she's allowed to record you. It's a public area. So it's unfortunate as it is, you're allowed to record people at a public area. Okay? So you can't be grabbing people's phones. Okay?
I didn't.
I understand. Okay? So again, just for the sake of everything right now, I'm gonna read you your Miranda rights. Okay? After that, we are gonna be placing you under arrest for battery. Okay?
Well, what do you mean?
We're going to be placing you under arrest for battery.
What does this mean?
Okay, so in the state of Illinois, a battery is anything.
No. What means to arrest? I'm going to go to
Okay, so we'll be transporting to the Brownsville Police Department, and you'll be booked and processed. Okay? That doesn't mean that you're going to jail. Okay? But it does mean that we do have to take you back to the police department. We have to go through the procedures that we have. Okay? And then a state's attorney will decide what happens next. Okay? So just right off the bat, you have the right to remain silent. Any statement you make can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney and to have an attorney present with you during any questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you, represent you before any questions. You have the right to terminate this interview at any time. Okay? Do you understand the rest that I've read to you?
Yes.
Okay. So I just need an acknowledgement on it. I understand that you're saying it, but do you understand the rights?
No, I really will.
Okay, so in layman's terms,
it's not my native language.
Just in regards to this, in layman's terms, okay, you have the right to an attorney, okay? You do not have to give a statement, okay? And you have a right to an attorney, and that attorney can be present with you when we go back to the police department.
How do I get attorney? I never was in the problem with the law.
So, if you do not have an attorney,
this guy attacked me, and
if you do not have an attorney, we can find an attorney for you
right now.
If you know of an attorney, if you would like.
Well, does she need one?
That is up to her.
Because you started talking and you still didn't tell me what exactly happened. What does the video show?
The video shows that your wife attempts to take a phone from a female. The husband of that female gets in between them because he does not want her to be taking the phone. At that point,
he was between us. He was all the time.
And I understand that because he did not want you taking his wife's phone. Okay?
No.
There was a small tussle because in the video it shows you looking like you're about to throw coffee.
But I didn't.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. The coffee was not spilled on that person.
Right.
However,
but coffee was spilled on me.
However, after you had the tussle with the coffee, you made contact with the left side of his face. You swung at his face.
He did because he threatened me. Did she show you that? He said, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you.
You said several times that you were going to hit him.
No, I'm gonna hit you.
Okay. So again, that's essentially what happened. She made contact with the left side of his face. Okay.
No,
after that,
I want to see that video because I was so nervous that I just don't believe it.
And that's fine. You have a right to see that video. I'm just telling you from what we've watched, that is what happened. Okay? And the video, and the manager of the Panera, who reviewed their video footage, informed me that you were the one that started the altercation between the two. Okay? So again, my main question at this point, because I read you your rights, I want to make sure that you understand.
Here, just for sake of transparency, I have the video. This is on social media. This is on an app called Reddit. Okay? So this is just from the beginning of what they did.
The phone. I want to take the phone. See? Oh my God. Because he poured coffee on me. So what I should do?
But like I said, I'm just showing you all this. It's just in the sake of full transparency. This is publicly available on multiple social media.
Great. Let's see what they did. Let people see what they did. So he started it because he poured coffee on me.
Well,
and then I said, okay, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna put couple with some terrorists.
Why would you call that person a terrorist?
Because he threatened me. So I see, he pushed me again. Did you see that? That he kept pushing me.
I understand, but the problem is this whole incident was provocated by them alleging that you, and pardon my language, but this is what they claim you said, that you walked up to them and said, "F Palestine," because they had the word Palestine on the back of their their shirt. That is what provocated this. That's what would make you the primary aggressor on this.
Then I say, well, why are you making this political statement?
I know, but
Jews,
the point being is that's what started all
they can say kill the Jews and we cannot say
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with that.
We are not taking any political stance on anything that's happening right now. The only thing that we are here to discuss is the battery that occurred at Panera.
So you see that he was pushing me all the time. If he would just let me go, it would just be over.
So again,
freedom of speech, right? There is freedom of speech in this country. So they can say, I can say.
And again, I'm not taking anything away from your civil rights. I'm not saying anything against their civil rights. The only thing that we are here to discuss right now is the battery and disorderly conduct that occurred at Panera. Okay? The reason I read you Miranda rights is because if you do,
are you gonna arrest him? That is my question, because he was actually charging at me. I just said I can say whatever I want, but he was charging at me, and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you." I felt threatened. He terrorized me.
So at what time did he say he was going to hit you? Because if it was during that video,
I'm sure she got rid of this. I was wondering if that's why I didn't want her.
So did that occur prior to you pointing at them and saying what you said? Or did it happen after the fact, in between?
After at some point we were already, like in disagreement. So I just, I don't know exact moment, but I know we were like in. I think I don't know if it was before or after he poured the coffee on me, but he threatened me. I swear, I mean,
okay.
It doesn't matter.
So again, I just want to clarify because I want to make sure that it's for our purposes and for the purposes for the. Did you understand what I explained? Okay, can you explain it to her so that way she would understand it?
Well, don't say anything anymore. He read you the rights, that you have the right to the attorney, and you don't have to say anything, whether you'll be guilty or not guilty, or you don't have to say anything, okay? Because they're going to use everything against you.
Injustice.
Well, it is injustice, obviously, but that's how they do stuff. So
again, I've read you your Miranda rights. I will do so again once we get back to the police department, okay? At this time, though, okay, whatever belongings that you do not want coming with you, I suggest you leave with your husband. We will then have to place you under arrest, and we will be taking you back to the police department.
Can I go with her? Or
you can go to the PD. You can't go with her in one of our squad cars, but you're more than welcome to go to the station. You would just have to drive there yourself. We can't take you in the squad car.
Oh, I always wanted to. Where is the police station?
So it's at 850 Curtis in Downers Grove. Do you know where downtown Downers Grove is? Kind of. Best way to get there is you're going to take Fairview north. Okay, and then you're going to take a left-hand turn onto Maple, and you will take Maple until
Belden.
I'm freaking hungry. I need to drink something. It's ridiculous. I can't.
And then Belden will tee into Curtis, and you'll see our new building.
You'll see.
Guys, do you see
Can she get ready of this? You guys can go inside the house. It's not like you need to surround the house.
We have no intention of surrounding the house. That's why I said if there's anything that she needs to leave with you, she's more than welcome to. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go. After you.
But unfortunately, at this point right now, she's being detained and eventually going to be arrested, so she cannot leave where we're at. That's my point.
She can go to the bathroom. That's why I said you guys should go to the house.
She can go to the washroom as soon as we get to the station.
Yes, we have facilities at the station that she is more than welcome to use. Okay. And if she is thirsty, we have water. We'll provide her with water. If she would like a snack, we can provide her with a snack. We're not just going to let her go to the PD and then let her starve and be dehydrated. If she would like water, we can get her water. If she would like something to eat, we can get her a snack to eat. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. If there's anything that she doesn't want brought there, she can leave it with you, and then we will place her under arrest. We'll take her back to the police department, and then you can follow us to the police department, or you can meet us there.
This is so crazy.
I will follow since I think
Okay.
I'll go with you guys. Can I get dressed?
Yes, you can. You can get dressed. Unfortunately, your wife has to sit here. We will wait until you get back.
Man, why don't you give your husband your purse? I mean, you don't need it.
I do need it.
Okay, that's fine if you want to bring it.
If you want to bring it, it's just like I said. It's just if it's extra stuff. If you don't want to bring it.
Well, then doesn't she need like ID and stuff? Because then you're gonna ask for ID and she won't have ID. So then you're gonna say like, oh, you have
we already
ID.
have her identification.
But if you bring your purse with you, we have to search that entire purse and all its contents. So I'm
That's
just
why
trying to
we-
help with your privacy.
So if you don't want us to go inside your purse,
You can bring your wallet and your
Yes.
phone if you want. That's fine.
it's just
and then leave the rest
it's
of the
per our
purse.
policy at the department. If she brings a bag, we
So,
have to search
so the people basically copied the license plate. That's how this thing started. I mean, how did they know her name and address and everything, and suddenly 4 cops show up here?
So we were able to get her information via our computer.
Okay, but computer is not so smart. Somebody had to input the information in the computer. So I'm asking,
So a
how did it go?
third party person informed us of her information.
Okay, let me
Yes,
just
go ahead and get changed.
Nie wiem, co ja w ogóle wziąć ze sobą. What should I take?
Just take the
If
wallet.
you would like
with
to
your
just take
ID,
your wallet
so
and
they
your
won't
phone.
accuse you that you're walking around without ID.
Exactly. You guys really, I mean...
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Do you see what's
Don't say anything. Nemo, please.
Okay. My daughter is so sick and she lives in Boston. I need to talk to her and you
We'll
guys...
let you make phone calls
This
when we
is
get to the station,
ridiculous.
okay?
We will allow you to make any phone call you need to make at the police department.
Why don't we just do it in front?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so, ma'am, we do have to put you in handcuffs, okay? That is
my
our
God.
policy.
We will not put you in the squad car until your husband returns. If that'll make you feel more comfortable, okay? But for the purposes of this incident,
Did you arrest him? I want to see him arrested for what he did. I still have coffee on my... I was looking at this. My hair was wet, but everything was wet. My face was wet.
Had you not made the comment that you made and kept on going on with it,
Because if he wouldn't react, you know, how many people attack me, okay, because he has a silly accent or something. So I'm going to go after them.
I can't make any comment on that, man, because I'm not in your shoes. The only thing that we can make comments on is what we know.
and if what you're telling me is the truth, that if someone makes fun of your comment or your accent and you don't do anything about it, I applaud you for your restraint. The problem is in this situation, you were the one who made the initial contact between that couple and yourself by the comment that you made, and that devolved the situation into where we're at now.
Okay.
No, it's not. I know that you're doing your job, but this is crazy. Do I look like a offender or something? I just go after my life, people. Wait, I mean, there's so much, wrong going on in the world, and the people who are really attacking others. And I just, because I made some comment and he reacted. He actually reacted. Okay, he could say, I don't know. He just,
Again, unfortunately, ma'am, just due to the circumstances of this, right, because you have been identified as the main aggressor in this situation, and you attempting to grab his wife's phone out of his hand, is something that she's allowed to do. And I understand it's frustrating, but
she is not. I mean, because I knew if she's gonna probably delete some parts of the video where he was the aggressor.
And if that is the case, then that will be the state's attorney's job to figure that out. Okay? But off of what we have right now, this is what we have to do. Okay? So what we're gonna do is, to make it more comfortable for you, I will cuff you in front. So it will not be behind your back, it will be in front, okay? So the other officer here will hold on to your property. Okay?
And just put your hands kind of like that. Yeah. Okay? Put your stuff in your pocket. We have to hold on to it because we've had people call and record with phones in the past, and we have to put the stuff in the front of the car.
Well, so what's wrong if she's recording it? If she got recorded at Panera and you're saying it's perfectly legal, so it's like double standard now?
Well, we're actually recording in the car itself, but again, it's just our policy that the stuff
I'm making sure that
goes into the front of the vehicle or the rear of the vehicle, not with the person that's in the vehicle. So, I'm not going to go looking through any of this. I'm not going to try to unlock your phone, nothing like that. It's just going to go right into the front seat of my partner's car.
So sit tight real quick because I'm going to double lock this so they don't tighten on you when you're sitting inside the vehicle, okay?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And we'll try to keep you as up to date as we can. But sometimes this is a little bit of a hurry up and wait. We have to make phone calls to the, to the state's attorney's office, and then they got to call us back, and then they're going to ask for information, and then we got to get that information. So I'm just telling you about
One call for one female 95. So we're going to go on the other side of the vehicle here.
Oh my God.
Let's go ahead and move it. I have it right here. Right here. Go in the car. We will allow you to talk to your daughter as soon as you get to the police department, okay?
This is so unjust.
And just so you know, ma'am, there's a camera on in
That's
there.
good. That's good. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not a. Do you know how long it's gonna take?
I don't, but we will try to get the situation taken care of as quickly as possible.
But I mean, like.
I wish I could give you an exact time frame, but unfortunately I cannot.
You know what? I never had anything. I mean, I'm just citizen, law-abiding citizen here. I didn't come here to make some crimes like a lot of people do. My God, I go after my business. And I got actually, really harassed. I mean, this is you're taking me to unknown because I have no idea what's gonna happen there. I mean, can you at least give me a heads up?
Yeah, so we have to go through the booking procedures at the police department. Okay? Those booking procedures. Those booking procedures includes fingerprinting. Okay, and completing complaint paperwork. Okay. Once that is completed, and we get off the phone with the DuPage County State's Attorney's Office. All right, that is when we will determine what will happen after that. Okay, so that's why I can't give you I cannot give you an exact time frame of how long this is going to take. What I can say is that we're going to try to work as quickly as possible. Okay.
Like, I'm not a offender. I never did anything wrong. I mean, I have no record, guys. I'm just wife and mother. I'm sorry, I talk too much. I'm like, where is freedom of speech? That's. I mean, if he wouldn't attack me, and his wife was, and she was actually taping me. Well, I was trying to say, I mean, I can't be, shaken, right? Because he started attacking me. And you really can do with me anything what you want because I don't know my rights. I'm not, career offender or something. So I have no idea what my rights are.
So that's why I explained it to you with the Miranda rights?
Yes, but it was so fast. I'm speaking, English is not my...
I will make sure that I read them again to you all.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
It's like... I have nothing against you guys. It really, it's just, I mean, it's such a shock. Especially that he was an offender. Oh my God.
According to the footage, the woman is totally blindsided when the cops show up at her house. She keeps saying things like, "I'm a good person," "I'm a mom," and "Are you seriously arresting me?" She genuinely thinks she can debate her way out of handcuffs. But here is the reality check. The police didn't come to hear her side of the story. They came to execute a decision that had already been made. Earlier that day, This woman got into a heated political argument inside a Panera Bread with a couple because the man was wearing a shirt that said Palestine. Now, in America, you have a First Amendment right to hate a shirt. You have a right to yell, be rude, and voice your political opinions in public. But here is where she crossed the line, from protected speech into a felony. She got physical. The suspect repeatedly tries to invoke her freedom of speech, but the First Amendment protects words, not hands. The moment she lunged at the couple and tried to grab the woman's phone, she entered criminal territory. In the eyes of the law, a phone in your hand is an extension of your body. Grabbing at it is considered battery. Under Illinois law, battery doesn't mean you have to beat someone up or leave a bruise. It just means you made physical contact in an insulting or provoking way. She claims the man threatened her and that she was defending herself, but investigators already watched the restaurant's surveillance footage and cell phone videos posted to Reddit. The video evidence shows her advancing on them. Legally, you cannot claim self-defense if you are the initial aggressor, unless you completely back off first, which she didn't do. A misdemeanor battery charge usually gets you a fine or probation. But in Illinois, a hate crime is an enhancement. If you commit a crime like battery, and prosecutors can prove you did it because of the victim's actual or perceived race, religion, or national origin, your misdemeanor flips into a serious felony. Because she openly admitted she went up to them because of the Palestine shirt, she basically handed the prosecutors the motive on a silver platter. When the officers read her Miranda rights, she keeps talking. This is a basic human instinct. We want to control the narrative. She thought, if I just explain how angry I was, the cop will understand. But the cop isn't a judge. He's just there to put her in the squad car. By talking, all she did was give the prosecutors more recorded evidence of her motive. Even inside the back of the police car, the cameras are rolling. There is no expectation of privacy in a police cruiser, and her continuous ranting only solidified their case. What would have happened if this woman had behaved differently? Let's look at the alternate timelines. Scenario A. The vent session. No arrest. Imagine she sees the shirt, gets angry, and decides to voice her opinion. She stands 5 feet away and yells, "I completely disagree with your shirt," and walks away. The outcome. The restaurant manager might ask her to leave. She might look rude on TikTok if someone filmed it, but she does not go to jail. The First Amendment protects her right to be an abrasive person in public. No touching means no crime. Scenario B. The walkaway. The smart move. She sees the shirt, feels her blood boiling, takes a deep breath, collects her foreign policy thoughts, and goes to a different sandwich shop. The outcome. She goes home to her daughter, keeps her clean record, avoids thousands of dollars in legal fees, and doesn't end up on the evening news. Scenario C. The shut your mouth. Damage control. Once the cops showed up at her house, the arrest was inevitable, but if she had simply said, "I am invoking my right to remain silent and I want a lawyer," and stopped talking completely, the outcome. She still goes to jail that day, but her defense attorney has a massive advantage. The prosecution wouldn't have hours of tape of her explaining her exact biases, making it much harder for them to prove the felony hate crime enhancement in court. A modern reality check. We live in an era where you are always on camera. Between store surveillance, smartphones, and police body cams, your personal recollection of events doesn't matter anymore. The tape tells the story. When political debates get heated in the real world, the wisest move is never to win the argument. It's to walk away. Because a few seconds of losing your cool can cost you your freedom. And that's a wrap. If these 3 cases prove anything, it's that public spaces are completely audited by digital eyes, and human impulse control is your best legal defense. Whether it's letting a bar rejection ruin your night, crossing the line into violent airport vigilantism, or letting a word on a hoodie trigger a felony arrest, the choices these women made entirely stripped them of their freedom. But I want to know what you think. Which of these 3 situations do you think was the most unhinged? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. If you want to keep seeing real-world consequences and raw body cam footage like this, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.